Welcome to That Davis Show. We always appreciate you spending a little bit of time with us. I'm your co-host, Kenneth Davis. Follow me at That's Davis on all social media platforms. Also, check me out on the Under Center podcast for NBC Sports. Lucky enough to be joined by my partner in crime, co-host, and executive producer of this show, Ryan Bukoveski. Follow him at Ryan B. Ski and Ryan B. Ski 1 on Instagram if you want to see a face that can do anything. All right. On this episode,
tell everybody in the world that that word needs to get around a little bit more.
You listen. He went full on Johnny Bravo and he could pull it off. And it's 2022. All right. That's just all right. It's my man's right there, man. He's want him at weddings. Is this my man? Look.
It's just funny that you said that because I'm like looking in the mirror sometimes like, damn, I'm in the Johnny Bravo a little too hard, but it doesn't look too bad.
Oh, you're pulling it off, man. Look, I'm gonna give you props, bro. Friends, real friend. Listen, if it wasn't pulling it off, I'd be like, maybe you want to think about it. You know what I'm saying? But no,
you were thinking about that in the highlights back in the day. You were thinking, I don't know that guy.
When you were pulling it off.
It wasn't hard. God, I love that.
Today's episode that Ryan came up with is what is the most inexpensive essential item you own? All right. And I'm sure, like, you know what, this actually may be something that we even come back to or whatever. But this is a good one that Ryan came up with. So, Ryan, again, I'm going to start off with you, your idea. So let's get your essential item that's inexpensive that you can't live without.
So, you know, it's an item that really no one can kind of live without, right? It's something that you need to carry around in the world type thing. It is my wallet. I remember I got this thing at the Walmart at Southern Illinois University, all the way down there. Yeah, that's a long time ago now, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking
hanging out late night. Was it still 24 hours when you were down there?
Yes, it was Super Center by the time I was there.
You gotta have in a college town. If you can have an all-night Walmart, oh my goodness, you got something to do.
Exactly. And I think it was, you know, one of those usual, like the previous wall before that was starting to fall apart, just not feeling it kind of thing. So I just desperately went to Walmart and like, I love money clips. That's the wallet I like the most. They're just to me most compact and everything. I love that shit. I hate the fold out wallet, never was into it type thing. And so I found, you know, just a random money clip one, and it happened to be exactly what I needed. And it's got this nice little feature on the back here. That's a little bottle cap opener. Now, Ken, you know from your Southern Illinois days, you know, being able to open up a bottle when you don't have a bottle cap opener, you start looking like the man real quick.
Real and it's on a money clip.
Let me flash you a little cash while I
exactly
open one right here.
What's on the backside? Can you flip it over, see if it's just okay? Just I want to see how many cards can it hold.
A shit ton. If you can kind of see.
Okay. Yeah, it's a lot of
cards. Like a ton. Yeah. A lot of cards I need to get rid of that I don't even like know. I probably don't even know half of the cards that are in there anymore. But I think it was a $5 find off the shelf from Walmart, and it's lasted me 10 years. There's been a few times I've been thinking about it. I mean, you can start seeing the fraying of the sewing. The hem isn't quite what it used to be type thing. But honestly, I really struggle in getting a new wallet just because, first of all, the durability, it's like football or sports. The best ability is availability. And this thing has been a champion no matter what when I've needed it, whether I've got to insert some extra cards when it was like, damn, bro, that's a little too much. And another thing, clips, sometimes when you get that fat stack of cash kind of randomly and you put it in there, it bends the clip and it never quite like clips.
Yeah, it's fat. So when the cash is light, it's not holding it tightly.
Cool. This one, no issues. I've had some fat stacks in this thing, and still with a $1 bill, it holds that thing as strong as possible. And even the nice thing, I can even bend it a little, and it actually stays when I bend it back, kind of thing, if it ever does. So
make it rain,
it's very hard for me to replace that guy. He's been there for a lot.
Make it rain, Ryan, with the fat stacks out in Vegas.
It's only been a couple times.
Make it rain, make it rain, make it rain. All right. I have two items. And also, we're going to start doing something new here. We're going to revisit old topics. So what this is, what's the most inexpensive essential item you own, part one. All right. We're going to, because now, Ryan, and I'm going to do this. just throughout your day, I want you to pay attention to inexpensive things that you love, that you own. And we're going to bring those back on here and start doing that with past topics that we've done. All right.
And you know what
Because
we're gonna
they've
have
been
to
so
do
good.
with specifically this topic? Does the wallet make it to the next episode, or any of
Oh,
the items that you put out here?
okay. I'm unfortunately now I have 3 items. They're around me. I'm sorry. All right.
That's all
I'm gonna
right.
start
Throw 'em
off.
out there.
All right. So I'm gonna start off with this one. Well, no, this is the most essential, probably. All right. The Lightning. All right. USB-C. My one when I with my computer, my old laptop, trying to figure out how I'm going to plug everything in here when we were doing everything through the pandemic from home, streaming and doing everything like that, and for my other jobs and stuff like that. But for instance, you can see is because now and for the I've updated my phone, so I don't have the old you can just plug it into the jack. So I have this, and also my car is an older model, so I have one in my car, and they're so inexpensive. I think I got one, probably a new one somewhere, just ready to go, just in case, because they're so inexpensive, and I just love it. Like the one in my car, I just leave in my car, I just grab it, throw it up in there real quick, I'm good to go. I don't have to worry about anything like that. All right, so that's one. Then,
By the way, really quick on that one, I'm right there with you. I actually recently lost mine that I had of those, and when I lost it, the difference in quality of life actually noticeably went down.
yep,
I
yeah.
was very surprised. That is definitely up there for me as well.
All right, and then this was a gift from my mom like 2 years ago on a Christmas where my mother's the type of person to get like a bunch of items from like Ross that cost like $8 to $10, and usually most of them suck. Hey mom, I love you. But this one, these iFrog earbuds that I have been they don't come out of my ear. I don't use them outside, so I don't know if I was running around, but they stay in fairly well. The charge holds. It's a magnet lock. So it's one of those things where I could just drop it on there and charge it. This little cheap, inexpensive item. If you're someone who does shows like this, is a great item to have where you don't have to pay for some expensive AirPods, perhaps, or something like that. These have really done well for me the last 2.5 years. I put Ryan onto them. Ryan, do you still have your pair? Did they go?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So this thing is under. It can't be more than $13 if it's that. I don't believe. You know what I'm saying? It's somewhere in that range or whatever. I don't know now. It could go up to 20. It's in it, but it's worth it. Again, I don't exercise in them. I think I could go out walking in them, but I don't do that. I use these only for this, and I have a microphone. That's not inexpensive, so I'm not going to bring that up on here. My last item.
Those things really do stay in the ear really well.
Yeah, really well. All you have to make sure you do is don't accidentally hit the outside part that makes the make them cut out or anything like that. But you have to do that with most earbuds anyway.
I'm realizing what is this brand? We need Apple to throw us a little kickback. We need iFrogs to throw us a little kickback. I'm assuming this is Walmart brand. What's that Walmart brand? I don't even remember.
I don't know.
Like I don't know. Or something like that. George needs to throw us a little kickback.
And my last one. All right. So again, and if you have any, leave them in the comments too. All right. Leave them in the comments, detail in the comments, and we can say if we vibe with it or not. And you can tell us in the comments if you like ours or not. All right. It's all right. Nobody's going to take offense to, I don't care about that. It's okay, cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're all winners. We got inexpensive, awesome items.
Yeah, we're trying.
Anybody else
this is the home shopping club for grown ass men. All right. So the last one, right? I wanted to be able to still lay my phone down and charge it and have a case that allows that, but I didn't want to have a ring or holder in the back that took that away from me, right? So I have this pop out right here. This pop socket is the name of it. So anybody, again, free advertising. This pop socket, and this thing is so sweet. Where my phone it does not come off. Like as long as I make sure it's on there, and it doesn't take a lot to get it on there. You could feel sometime if it's like it's slightly off, and it's not usually slightly off. But look, this is hard when I'm doing to this phone, y'all. I'm not playing. It's not moving. So at night, all I do usually is take it off. I put the socket on the side. I lay the phone on top of my the charger, and I'm good. And I get up in the morning, I put the thing back on, and I'm good to go. And it's inexpensive, and it's held up. I love it to death. because I still get to use that feature. Because for me, I feel like the phone charges up faster when you can put it on the magnet than when it can when you're just using the plug. All right, so
I didn't even know about this product. I got to look into
yeah,
this.
so a lot of people don't. And I mean, I do all my reading when I'm sitting there, and again, like,
because that
it's
is a
not,
big problem I have with the pop socket is I do have the magnet charger. I like using the magnet charger better, especially like the big problem with cords is they all seem to fucking break like
right.
immediately. And it's like I'm sick of buying cords. That magnet one has been fantastic.
And the thing is, too, going along with what you just said, for instance, like, so I have to get on Kelsey because my cord is right here, right? And she'll sit there. This is my extra cord because, like, again, I keep the one that I use in my room. She'll have this all over the floor anywhere. So it could get trampled. Something bad can happen to it. So, and I have to get on her about it because I still will use this if I've been on my phone a lot when I'm in the basement or whatever. You know, I'll use it, but this isn't really the one that I use majority of the time that the family really uses. This one that's down here in the basement. So going on what you're saying, you don't have to worry about a cord being out on the floor. You have a young doggy. You don't have to worry, like it's off because usually it has to sit up on something. So it's kind of out of the way more than a regular cord that you use to necessarily charge up your phone or devices.
Right. And I don't know if you've had this too. You forget it's on the cord thing, and then it's like the phone rips out.
Yeah.
Thing, and it always
Yeah.
messes up the cord. I swear, every
Yep.
time it never works the same after that. And I'm like, great, here we go, another 20, and they're always like $20 or something ridiculous.
Yeah, it's like it's nothing worth. Now this cord is a little different that I have here. You can see it has that knit around it, so it should last longer. But it's nothing worse than with the
air quotes because I have a few of those in this thing.
But those
now
Apple
I do think
cords
they last longer.
They last longer, but still, the Apple cord where I got to put the electric tape on it, and it's a fire hazard, and it's just like, dude, I need to get this out of my house. So it's another way to avoid fire hazards too, I guess I should say. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be safe, Smokey the Bear style. But yeah, that's it. Again, we'll revisit this. Again, great idea, Ryan. So that is, what is the most inexpensive essential item that you own? And keep popping them in there and let us know, because we may want to go and cop them, and let us know what it is. For the time being, we're going to provide this for free, but our goal is to get someone to give us some bread. All right, while we're giving out these free advertisements.
Great items. Any brands out there that are wanting to share?
So again, make sure you subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe wherever you get your podcast. Always thank you for taking a little bit of time, and we will see you on the next episode.